Self-discipline is something that many of us struggle to apply. We associate the word with hardship. Self-discipline is hard for us to install in our daily living. It's hard to keep ourselves accountable to what we set ourselves to do. So why is it so hard to maintain? Think about when you were a child. Discipline was installed in you from likely being your parents, your teachers at school. And then when we get older, we get to a certain age where we're no longer accountable to our parents or our teachers, and we have to stand on our own 2 feet. And that's when we still need discipline. But it now turns into self-discipline, because we have to hold ourselves accountable. We have to set ourselves tasks to accomplish. We have to self-motivate. And that's why self-discipline is a lot harder than just discipline set from others. And self-discipline is hard because it usually involves doing things that we're not comfortable doing, because that's why we have to set this self-discipline in the first place. So what really is the key to maintain self-discipline so that you succeed to hold yourself accountable to what you set yourself to achieve for your goals? And it really comes down to one thing: self-respect. And you'll find that when you start developing some self-respect for yourself, that's when self-discipline becomes a lot easier. A lot of people talk about loving yourself nowadays. I think respecting yourself is holding yourself in regard to a standard. When you set yourself standards, and we've all got them, and we all set ourselves all different standards in all areas of life, but our standard is usually something that we're trying to reach to. It's usually a way of living that we're trying to obtain. And that standard can only be reached through self-discipline. And we only hold those standards because we have a self-respect for ourselves. We respect who we are as a person. We respect our qualities, and we respect where we want to go. We respect the journey that we're on. We respect the life that we've been given. Now, when you don't have self-respect, you don't hold any standards, which means you can't stick to self-discipline. So the first thing you need to work on before you install self-discipline is your self-respect. Value yourself. Think of all the good that you can do and that you've done. Think of all you've got to give. Think of your qualities. Think of what you're good at. Think of what you've accomplished in the past. Think of the hardships that you've overcome, and start looking at yourself and viewing yourself in a higher regard. Have some respect. Do the things that having self-respect would get you to do. Live in a way that respects yourself. And when you do that, when you start valuing who you are as a person, self-discipline becomes easier, because those hard tasks that you're trying to set yourself to do, you actually really want to do them because you value the result that's going to come of that self-discipline. And you want to achieve the result because you want to take yourself to that higher standard, because you have self-respect.